Hi, I'm Janis from JBMTHINKS Sports Parenting, coach's wife for 28 years and sports mom for 21. I don't know about you, but watching all the Little League games and stuff that I've seen in the past few weeks, has reminded me of when my child played baseball when he was younger. And I specifically remember one time when TJ was probably around 9 years old. He was the pitcher for his Little League team, and they were in the playoffs for their area. And he was pitching, and he had done a stellar job. I mean, really great job of pitching. Did a great job striking batters out. But on the plate, hitting, he was really struggling. And in this game, he went up to the plate the first time, struck out. Okay, he wasn't too badly upset. Went up to the plate the second time, struck out. Okay, I could tell watching him from the stands, he was getting more unhappy with what was going on. Went up to the plate the third time, struck out again. At this point, he went back to the dugout, and I could see him crying and in frustration. And I thought, oh my gosh, I wanted to go in there and put my arms around him and, comfort him and tell him it's okay. But obviously I couldn't do that. So I just I got up from where I was sitting in the bleachers and just started going behind the bleachers and pacing a little bit. And then I thought, he's got to go out there and pitch again. How is he going to pull himself together and get out on that mound as a 9-year-old and pitch? Well, lo and behold, he got out on the mound, managed to suck up his tears, buck up, and got out on the mound and struck out the next 3 batters. Well, the team was still behind, and it came TJ's turn again at the bottom of the inning and they were behind, to come up to the plate for the 4th time. And all I could think of was, oh my goodness, here we go. What's going to happen? If he strikes out again, he's going to be a mess. He's going to be a basket case. And I just sat there and I was pacing behind, and I almost couldn't watch. But TJ got up to bat after striking out, doing well on the mound and striking out. And I don't know what was going on in that little head of his, but he got up there at the plate and he hit in the game-winning run. After striking out 3 times, he came up and crying and everything in the dugout. He came back out and he hit in the game-winning run. And that was such a huge moment in his life, I believe. We still talk about that today, because the ability to be able to face disappointment and frustration and to come back is something that even children can learn. And I think that sometimes we try to shield our kids too much from feeling any discomfort or disappointment. And it's a natural thing because we love them and we want them. But watching how he recovered on his own, I don't know what his coach said to him, but I certainly wasn't there to help him, on his own, to be able to go back out, do his job on the pitcher's mound, and then go back out and recover enough to be able to hit after striking out 3 times in that game. That is just a small lesson that he learned at that early age. And I believe that when our kids learn those small lessons at an early age, that is just another building block that allows them to grow. And if we continue to let them learn those lessons, then they will continue to grow stronger and stronger until they are adults and they are a solid brick wall, or a solid adult that can face frustrations without crumbling and falling apart. So I just encourage you today, when you're watching your kid play, whether they strike out or whether they're throwing interceptions or whatever sport they're playing, and they're facing frustration and failure and aggravation, as much as you want to run out there and rescue them and throw your arms around them and tell them it's okay, and you can't do that in the middle of the game anyway, but as much as you want to, it's good to let them learn to work through that and to figure out how to come out on top in the middle of the game. Their coach is there to help them, and your best thing is just to be there, be that solid support on the sidelines, that encouragement, and you give them a hug when they come out of the game after the game's over. So just remember that our kids need to have those tough experiences so they can grow. Have a great week, and remember to be part of the Positive Sports Parenting Tribe.